it a gift to know it's God-given. I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott joined in the booth by Brock Hewitt. And in a minute, partner, we are going to kick off, and it'll be a moment both teams have fought for all season. A chance to win the conference title, and more importantly, punch that ticket to the Super Bowl.
There is so much. You can just feel it in this building. There is so much pomp and circumstance that comes with this game. And winning the conference title is a major achievement for a franchise, no question. But you and I both know this, Kate. This isn't the trophy they've spent all season thinking about. It's not the ultimate prize, but it is just a step on the way to what they've been focused on all season long. Only one of these two teams is going to take that step and get that shot for the biggest trophy of them all in this league, that Lombardi Trophy.
So out have the Falcons for their first possession, bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football, but you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose, and most importantly, you got to lead your men.
This is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Hey!
Richardson fires quickly out wide. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. We keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Falcon first down.
Richardson back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
On 2nd down, Robinson. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create.
Try for Robinson, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. It's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense has got to pick him up.
They'll run here on 1st down. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss, first play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
He's dropping back to throw. And man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
A 7-yard gain.
Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
First down.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal. From the red zone now. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Drake London with the touchdown. One after try good by Riker. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Riker set to kick this away. Returnable from the 1. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons taking the field for their second drive. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. To the air on this first down, Richardson finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Falcon first down. All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, it's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
And the stop was made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. 7-0 is our score. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Robinson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Point effort from Smith is good. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
They give it to him again. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's third down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Fits it through the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. We've set it down from 37. Quick throw to the left is complete. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. There's a reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
A gain of 12. First down.
Richardson on 1st and 10. That's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. The Vikings taking the field on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A gain of 26 yards there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
And the Vikings, first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage. What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
To the air on 3rd and long. Gets this one to London. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Another one here to London. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
14 more yards. And the Vikings, first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Warriors 17. Go.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take the lead just before halftime. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Now designed run. Here's Richardson. So we have a 1-score game here. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Vikings back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Get it. Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Working now from the gun. To the right side and reeled in by London. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mustang 19.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
The Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The give now out of the shotgun. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
16-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he'll be just shy of getting to at least the 20. Bit of a short return as he's out of the 19. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. First down throw here from Richardson. Gets out of trouble. Taking a deep shot here. Into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Vikings are finally dragged down after the turnover and a great return back to the opposing 35. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Let's go now.
Back to the well again. That's a solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Running for the marker on second. And they take this in for the score. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Falcons, first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Falcon, first down.
18 Cardinal.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He'll try and run this. Richardson brings things to a halt with enough for that first down. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. The Falcons have the football playing for their season here. They're trailing.
On the ready.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Richardson back to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. And they're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. So new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10.
Richardson now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up second down. Now Richardson to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He'll gain 11 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready!
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
19 Tiger.
Richardson to throw again. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches.
Man, let's go now.
Richardson on his feet. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
I'm not flying. 60 by 6. Go quick.
Rolling back, it's the handoff. He cuts through the defense. He goes. Room to burn. 40. Hits the 20. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings put up even more points in a win.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings continue piling on to this lead. Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series.
Come on. Hey.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Here's Robinson running his own read. And they find them after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here we go. Strike. Cowboy.
Motion the tight end over. Richardson on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Oh, he's going to run for it. Oh, Richardson fumbled it. And the Vikings have recovered. Oh, This is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on fourth actually worked. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
First down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw caught at the 6. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings keep running away with this.
Kate, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
And they'll fight ahead for a few. It's third down.
A gain of 4 brings up third.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Trying to push deep downfield. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Vikings are finally stopped on the return. They'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Vikings are running them out of the building. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps according to them because the outcome already decided. To the air on this first down, Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Escapes out to the left. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Short pass brought in. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Richardson. Setting up the screen. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44. So it's a win for the Vikings. They are your NFC champions, Brock. What a mix of emotions out there.